So typically the right questions aren't the ones you find online. How many sales did you make in the last 90 days or last year, things like that. There's very little value in knowing that information without context. Because what if the person who sold 5 homes in the last 90 days sold every single one of them very close to asking and in less than 30 days, while the person who sold 10 in the last 90 days actually sold all 10 in a longer time and didn't get as close to asking price. I hope that makes sense. So just because someone had more sales than somebody else doesn't define the quality of their service. We, however, encourage what we call the right questions. How do you price our home? What methodology do you use? How do you help prepare our home to get top dollar? Where do you present the home? How do you present it? How many videos and pictures and things like that? And promotion, how do you get it to the right buyers? Things like that. Now, I'm not going to go into a lot of detail on that because, well, we have other videos on that. We're going to talk about something else today, and that's personal business philosophy, a guarantee of service. Let's face it, you probably don't buy anything that's of any major expense without a guarantee of service. A guarantee that what was promised to you is what you're going to get. Had a big plumbing job done recently. You think I would have hired a plumber that did not give me a guarantee of their work? I mean, with the conversation that went like this, well, sir, do you provide a guarantee? Well, no, we just do the job and leave. And you think I'd have said, well, okay, that's fine. Of course not. We're going to get a guarantee of service, a warranty, and products and service are both the same. We expect that. Now, if you're like me, when you buy a warranty on products, they never break down. When you don't buy a warranty on products, they tend to break down nearly as soon as you buy them. Service is a different thing. Service is something that you deserve and should expect. And a guarantee of service is something that, well, I've provided since 1997. It's called the Easy Exit Listing. And quite sincerely, I've always been baffled as to why other agents don't do the same thing. Everyone that's signed a listing with me, everyone that's hired me since 1997 has had an easy exit clause in their listing, meaning they can exit their listing, terminate the listing anytime they want. No hassle, no obligation. They're in control. If I'm not providing the service they want and expect, then they can simply fire me. It's as simple as that. The reason that most agents don't do that is because it puts you in control. I want you to think about it. When you read, if you read, and you probably didn't, the listing agreement, you'd think you gave the broker part ownership. I mean, it is a pretty tight legal document. With the Easy Exit Listing, I give my sellers control. They can exit any time they want to. The reason they don't is because we know every day that every single person who hired us has the right to do that, and we want to make sure they never do. So control is something that is a little bit concerning to most people in most industries. Giving that away to the customer is not something that is common. But you'll note that companies that do that absolutely thrive. Nordstrom's is famous for it. Zappos is famous for it. I could give you some incredible stories on what happened with companies like that. You know how Amazon deals with returns? There is no hassle. There's no obligation. They take it back. They don't ask any questions. It's just as simple as it can be. And I think they're probably doing pretty darn good. So in the real estate industry, I see no reason that an agent shouldn't guarantee their service. I just don't see any reason they shouldn't. But here are the reasons that are most common. Fear of you exercising the easy exit because they didn't perform. Well, that simply reflects their confidence in their ability to provide you the service they're promising you. If they are 100% confident that they're going to give you the promises and commitments and will perform, why wouldn't they offer you a guarantee of service? What about the fear of losing your business without getting paid? I've heard this one quite a few times. Well, the bottom line is the real estate business is one of the few industries where a lot of work and sometimes investment is done ahead of time with the expectation of a commission. Well, most agents don't want to lose the chance of getting that commission when they put in time and effort. I'm going to share something else with you though. Most agents don't really invest much money, if any, in you and your home. Their company provides pretty much everything they need, but it's still time and effort that's being lost, and that fear is kind of high. And the fear that you won't treat them fairly. In other words, you might exit even if they think they've been doing the job. Well, the bottom line is this. That last one, I believe, is all about trust. If they trust that you'll treat them fairly, then it should be okay. If they don't trust that you'll treat them fairly, not sure why they'd be doing business with you. Goes the other way as well. If you don't trust that that agent's going to treat you well and treat you fairly, not sure why you'd be doing business with them. But those are the three that I hear the most often, because I do train agents and have been for many years, and I encourage a guarantee of service. My simple request to you would be that ask any agent that you're dealing with, interviewing, talking to, do you offer a listing back guarantee? And if they don't, why not? What's the reason? What possible reason could they have for not saying, I will back up my service with a guarantee? Now, I have heard one time that, well, our company doesn't do that. Well, I've been with 3 major companies in my career. None of them did it. I did it because that's my personal business philosophy. I did throw another video up here for you. This one goes into some of the issues we talked about very early that I said I'm not going to go into detail on. Hope you enjoy this video. If you like what you're seeing, subscribe, and remember, it's your choice, so make it a powerful day.